There is a gentle power in accepting the world as it is. Many people spend much of their lives wishing that things were different. We look at the news, we see pain, conflict, and loss, and we hope that the world could be better. Sometimes, in our daily lives, we notice things that do not go the way we want. We may wish for more kindness, more understanding, or less suffering. It is natural to want to improve things, but it is also important to learn how to accept the world with all its imperfections. When we look at a tree, we do not expect it to be perfect. A tree might have broken branches, uneven leaves, or marks on its bark. Yet, we can still appreciate its beauty. In the same way, the world is full of broken branches and scars. People are sometimes angry or sad. Problems appear, and life does not always go as planned. If we only focus on what is wrong, our hearts become heavy and tired. Accepting the world does not mean we stop caring or stop trying to make things better. It means that we can see things as they really are, without turning away or feeling hopeless. When we stop fighting against reality, we find more peace inside ourselves. We can breathe deeply, look around, and realize that even in a world that is not perfect, there is still goodness, hope, and small joys. To accept the world as it is, we must be gentle with ourselves and others. Let us begin to notice the good, even in difficult moments, and try to understand that life is always changing. Through acceptance, we can open our hearts and truly begin to love the world as it is. Many people look for beauty in special places or big events. We might think that happiness comes from exciting moments, such as a vacation, a new job, or a big celebration. But the true beauty of life often hides in the small, everyday moments that we easily overlook. When we learn to notice these moments, our lives become richer and more peaceful. Think about the first light of morning coming through your window, the sound of birds singing, or the gentle breeze on your face when you step outside, the taste of a simple meal, or the smile of someone you care about. These small things are always there, but sometimes we forget to see them. We become busy with our worries, our plans, and our problems. In this way, we miss the gentle gifts that life offers us every day. If you slow down for a moment and look around, you may see something beautiful. The way sunlight shines on the leaves, or how raindrops collect on a flower. You might hear the laughter of children, or the sound of distant traffic on a quiet street. All these moments are part of life's beauty. We do not have to travel far or wait for something big to feel joy. When we start to appreciate the simple things, we also become more thankful for what we have. Even if our life is not perfect, even if there are struggles or sadness, there is always something beautiful to notice. By opening our eyes to the world around us, we begin to see that beauty is not rare. It is everywhere, waiting for us. Let us try to find and celebrate the beauty in our ordinary days. In this way, we learn to love the world as it truly is. Life is a mixture of suffering and joy. Everyone, no matter where they live or how old they are, will experience both pain and happiness. Sometimes it is easy to believe that we should only look for joy and try to avoid all suffering. But in truth, both are important parts of being alive. If we try to push away suffering, we might also lose our ability to truly understand and appreciate joy. When we feel sad or face problems, we often ask, "Why me?" It is natural to want to escape pain. However, if we look deeper, we see that suffering is not something that only happens to us. It is something shared by all people, everywhere. This is a part of the human journey. Suffering teaches us about ourselves and about others. It helps us grow stronger, and sometimes it brings us closer together. At the same time, joy can feel even brighter because we know what it means to struggle. The happiness of a kind word, a warm meal, or a peaceful moment can touch our hearts deeply, especially when we remember difficult times. Suffering and joy are like two sides of the same coin. Without one, the other would have less meaning. If we can accept both suffering and joy as natural, we can live with more understanding and less fear. We can remember that nothing stays the same forever. Hard times will pass, and happiness will return, even if it is just in a small way. By seeing both the pain and the happiness in our lives, we learn to love life more fully. Let us accept every part of our journey, trusting that both suffering and joy help us grow. Nothing in this world exists by itself. Everything and everyone is connected in ways we often do not see. Sometimes, we might feel alone or believe that our actions do not matter to anyone else. But if we look more closely, we can see that each life touches many others. This idea is found not only in Buddhist teaching, but also in nature and in everyday life. Consider a cup of tea. To enjoy one cup, many things must come together. The rain must fall to help the plants grow. The farmer must work in the field to care for the tea leaves. The workers pick and prepare the leaves. Even the cup you hold was made by someone's hands. Without the sun, the earth, and many people's efforts, you could not enjoy this simple drink. In this way, something as small as a cup of tea is connected to the whole world. When we notice these connections, we start to see life differently. Our choices and actions are never just our own. A kind word or a small act of patience can spread out and bring comfort to others. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, even the phone in our hand, all come from the work and care of countless people. This understanding helps us feel more respect and gratitude for the world around us. We are never truly alone, and what we do has meaning. If we remember that we are all part of one large family, it is easier to feel kindness for others and for the world itself. Let us remember these connections as we go through life and find peace in knowing we belong to something much greater than ourselves. Many of us move through life quickly, busy with plans and responsibilities. In our rush, we may forget to simply observe the world around us. Gentle observation means looking at things as they are, without trying to change them or judge them. It is a quiet way of paying attention with an open heart and a calm mind. When you gently observe, you do not need to fix or explain everything. You just notice. For example, you can sit quietly and watch the clouds move across the sky or listen to the soft sounds around you. You might notice the colors of the evening light or the feeling of the air on your skin. You are not looking for anything special. You are just being present, allowing life to show itself to you. Gentle observation is also important when we look at ourselves. Sometimes we may be hard on ourselves, always thinking we need to do better or be better. But if we just watch our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can begin to understand ourselves more kindly. We may notice that we are tired or that we are worried, and that is okay. We do not have to change anything right away. By observing gently, we can find calm even in busy or difficult moments. We learn that it is possible to feel peaceful without needing everything to be perfect. Life is always moving and changing, but we can still be present for each moment. In this simple way, we discover that the world is full of quiet wonders. Let us try to watch the world gently, with soft eyes and a kind heart, and we will find more to love every day. Life is often busy and full of noise. There are times when the world feels out of control, and we may feel lost in all the chaos. It is easy to wish for a quiet place, far away from problems and worries. But peace is not only found in silence or in calm places. True peace can also be found right in the middle of a busy, difficult world. Sometimes we cannot change what is happening around us. There might be loud sounds, many people, or unexpected problems. When things feel too much, it is natural to feel anxious or upset. But even in these moments, we can learn to find small pieces of peace. It can be as simple as taking a slow breath, noticing the ground under your feet, or feeling the warmth of your hands. We do not need to wait until everything is perfect to feel peaceful. If we look for peace only when life is quiet, we may spend our whole lives waiting. Instead, we can learn to notice peaceful moments, even during chaos. Perhaps you hear laughter from a neighbor, or you see the sun shining through the clouds for just a second. These small things can remind us that peace is always possible, even if it is just for a brief moment. It is not always easy, but the more we practice finding peace in daily life, the more our hearts can stay calm in any situation. The world may never be completely quiet or easy, but we can choose to be gentle with ourselves and with others. In this way, we carry peace with us, wherever we are, and learn to love the world, chaos and all. Change is a natural part of life. Nothing in this world stays the same forever. The seasons shift, people grow older, and new challenges or surprises appear when we least expect them. Many people feel afraid of change because it often brings uncertainty and a loss of control. We might worry about the future or miss the past, wishing things could stay as they are. But when we try to hold on too tightly to the way things were, we can become unhappy and tense. Life will keep moving, no matter how much we resist. Instead of fearing change, we can learn to welcome it as a part of being alive. Change is not always easy, but it often brings new chances to learn, to grow, and to see the world in a new way. Uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, because we do not always know what will happen next. But uncertainty is also what allows new things to appear. When we accept that we cannot predict or control everything, we become more flexible and open to possibilities. We can stop worrying so much about what might go wrong, and instead, pay attention to what is happening right now. Every day is different, and each moment is unique. By letting go of our need for everything to be certain, we can enjoy life more fully. We can meet each day with curiosity and a sense of adventure, trusting that we have the strength to handle whatever comes. Embracing change and uncertainty allows us to appreciate life's mystery and wonder. In this way, we learn to love the world, not only when it is familiar, but also when it surprises us. Living with gratitude means noticing and appreciating the good things in our lives, no matter how small they are. It is easy to focus on what we do not have or what we wish was different. But when we make an effort to see what is already here, we begin to feel lighter and more content. Gratitude does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Life always brings challenges, and it is natural to feel sad or frustrated sometimes. But even in difficult moments, there are things we can appreciate. It could be a friend who listens, a meal that fills us, or a safe place to rest. Sometimes, just the fact that we are alive today is something to be thankful for. When we live with gratitude, our hearts become more open. We start to see that so much of what we enjoy comes from the efforts of others. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, the technology we use every day. Remembering this helps us to feel connected to the world and to the people around us. Gratitude also helps us treat others with more respect and kindness. Each day, we can make a habit of noticing something good, no matter how small. It might be the beauty of the sky, the sound of music, or a kind word from someone close to us. Over time, this practice can change the way we see our lives and the world. Gratitude brings more light into our days and helps us find joy in ordinary moments. When we live with gratitude, we learn to love the world as it is, with a gentle and thankful heart. Loving the world does not always require big or dramatic actions. In fact, Some of the most powerful ways we share love are through simple, everyday acts. It can be as small as holding the door open for someone, offering a smile, or listening carefully when a friend needs to talk. These small acts may seem unimportant, but they can make a big difference in someone's day. Sometimes we think that love means doing something extraordinary, or changing the whole world. But the truth is, love often begins with what is right in front of us. When we pay attention to the needs of those around us, even in small ways, we help to create a warmer and more caring world. A simple message to check on a friend, a gentle word to a stranger, or a quiet moment spent helping someone. All of these are forms of love. Small acts of kindness can spread far beyond what we see. When we treat others with care, they may feel encouraged to do the same for someone else. In this way, love moves from one person to another, creating a circle of goodness that grows over time. Even if we cannot see the results, our actions matter. We do not need to wait for the perfect moment to share love. Every day gives us chances to be kind and helpful in ways that fit our own lives. By choosing to act with care, we bring more light into the world. Let us remember that simple actions, done with a sincere heart, are enough. In this way, we show our love for the world just as it is. Loving the world as it is can be both a gentle challenge and a quiet joy. Life is always changing, full of ups and downs, beauty and struggle. By learning to accept the imperfect world, notice everyday beauty, understand both suffering and joy, recognize our connections, observe gently, find peace even in chaos, welcome change, live with gratitude, and share love in simple ways, we begin to open our hearts to life as it truly is. This way of living does not mean we ignore problems or give up on making things better. It means we meet each day with an open heart and a steady mind, willing to see the world clearly and kindly. When we love the world just as it is, we find a deep sense of peace within ourselves. This peace can flow outwards, touching those around us and making the world a little brighter, one moment at a time. As you move through your days, may you discover small joys, feel comfort even in hard times, and notice the quiet goodness all around you. Life's true treasures are often found in ordinary moments, shared with others and held in gentle hands. Before closing, I want to warmly thank everyone who has supported this channel in so many ways. Your likes, subscriptions, thoughtful comments, super thanks, and membership mean a great deal to me. Your support helps make it possible to continue sharing these reflections. It is a true honor to connect with you all, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you, from my heart, for being part of this community. May you find peace and love in every day.